we're dealing with here is a very serious issue. This idea of cop or coach. And it works in this manner. When your people see you walking through the workplace, you react positively because they know they're getting ready to be encouraged, motivated, listened to, positively reinforced. In other words, they're glad to see you. Or do they hold their breath? And I truly mean, see the person coming, they tense up, want to run for cover, hoping not to be noticed. Now, this second person is what I call a Scud missile manager. I made this up after the Gulf War because I remember Scud missiles. This was interesting to me. Lousy tracking, just intended to blow up anywhere. They just all of a sudden, boom. Well, that's what a Scud missile manager does. Getting in an area, people see them. They don't know what's about to happen. They wait. Now, think about this. That's very distracting. I'm trying to work with a customer. Scud missile manager comes into the scene. I ain't thinking about the customer anymore. I'm wondering, am I the target? I got to experience a real live Scud missile manager. I mean, this guy was so good, so amazing. I just got to give this to you, and you will understand if you've had worked with people like this before. And we go to this dealership, and to protect the innocent or guilty, I'm not going to use the name of the dealership, but it was south of downtown Houston. And this was a minority-owned dealership. Kind of interesting. So you walk in the office of the dealer principal, who is the Scud missile manager. And here's this, as you walk in, you open the door, and if you're not careful, the door would actually hit the minority owner who had this baby little desk about half the size of his table sitting behind the door, and that's where he, and then to the right was the dealer principal who kind of ran the place for the minority owner, sitting there behind this huge oak desk in his kingdom. Now, I'm out in the shop, and what I did was I tried to learn procedures and stuff that's going on and try to find ways to just kind of improve or tweak or whatever I need to do. I don't like to change things other than usually things aren't that far off base unless they just, the processes are just really messed up. So I'm out in the shop area talking to the service manager. His name was Paul. And we're just talking to techs about general procedure for diagnostics, quality checking, repair, stuff of this nature. And all of a sudden, and this is a huge Quonset building with 10 stalls on each side. Every stall was fully equipped. It's kind of neat, kind of open. And all of a sudden, everything goes dead quiet. Amazing, just dead quiet. Kind of like I like to go camping and stuff, and every once in a while, all of a sudden, you'll hear all the insect noises just stop, and you're like, whoa, what happened? Well, I look over at Paul and says, you guys have electrical problems? I thought the electricity just shook his head and pointed to the door. And walking through the door was the dealer principal I met earlier. Had some paperwork crumpled up in his hand, had his head down, and he's walking like this. Bam! Right to the check. Nails this guy. He's yelling and going all over. All of a sudden the noises come back, everybody gets busy again. Oh, wasn't me. You know what I mean? Very serious stuff here. Now, I want you to think about this. Where this guy's office is located, he had to walk from his office through parts first. Now here these parts people see this guy coming and they tense up. Guy's got his paperwork, head down, okay? He's on track. And he goes, all right, I'm good. Now he's got to walk through service write-up. They had 3 service advisors. Hate to think about this, but here the service advisors see him coming, and all of a sudden, and they're writing up. I mean, this was like at 9 o'clock in the morning. They still doing writing. Okay. And they're back to working with the customer. I mean, this is how serious and how intense this can get. Now, what we're dealing with here again, this is dysfunctional, it's distracting, and it takes all of our attention away from the customer. That's what we're trying to move away from. And being able to make sure people like to see us and that we're not being a Scud missile manager.